So, it's been 2 weeks since we've had the pleasure of watching Unai Emery's Aston Villa. Obviously because last weekend was FA Cup weekend, but I think we'll ignore that. Beating Southampton 1-0 down at their place was our last result. Really buzzing with that. 5 wins out of 7. I'm absolutely loving life under Unai Emery. I really am. Since then though, the transfer window has slammed shut, thank God, because the hysteria was doing my head in. Obviously we all know Villa were fairly quiet towards the end of that window. A couple of deals getting over the line, a couple of players going out, but nothing major was being done. If you want to hear us chat more about all the transfer stuff, then go and check out the recent Villa on Tour podcast. But today we're getting back to it. Leicester City are the visitors at Villa Park. But first things first, it's a Saturday 3 o'clock game. I've forgotten what that feels like. We haven't even had one at Villa Park this season. Saturday 3 o'clock, what football should be. Buzzing. But anyway, it's a winnable game. It's a game that we should win on paper. Leicester statistically have been the worst team since the World Cup. There's no beating around the bush. Leicester are in a genuine relegation battle, but they've still got some dangerous players. James Maddison is just getting back to full fitness. Harvey Barnes is always a danger. Vardy, Iheanacho always love a goal against the Villa. They've been turgid recently. I don't think the fans really want Brendan Rodgers in charge. I don't really think he wants to be there either. Also in the run-up to this game, Brendan Rodgers called this a derby game, which is quite frankly bizarre. Leicester are one of them clubs that don't have a direct rival. One club, City, they'll chant about Derby, they'll chant about Forest. They don't really care about Leicester. But anyway, before we crack on, over half of you watching this right now aren't subscribed to the channel. Please do go down below, easy, free, go and subscribe. Some big games coming up, and we are doing a European trip in the next week or so. There will be a video on the channel of that, so please do subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, please do go and check out Luke1977. I am sporting a bit of their gear at the moment, and go and use the code MAX20 over there. That works on for sale items as well to get a massive 20% off. So go down the link below, go and check out Luke. Without further ado, let's get back to Villa Park. It feels like ages. Buzzing up the Villa. Big result for Villa last night, Fulham and Chelsea drawing, which means if we win today, going to the top half, which is massive. Can't remember the last time we were in the top half. Definitely not this season, but big result needed today. James, Elliot, what's your score prediction, mate? 2-0. 2-0 Villa, James, what are you saying? 2-1. 2-1 Villa. Give us up the Villa, lads. Up the Villa. Right then, George, what's your score prediction, mate?
2-0 to Villa.
2-0 Villa, we're going to win?
Yeah.
Good, now give us a big up the Villa.
Up the Villa.
Right then, Leicester at home. Their team is weak. I'm not convinced by Leicester. Famous last words. Iheanacho starts. He loves the goal against the Villa, so I'm a little bit nervous. Vardy on the bench, but we should have enough to win today. We really should have enough to win today. I don't think we'll blow them out of the water. 1-0. I'm going to go 1-0. It's going to be tight. The goal scorer is going to be Emi Buendia. Bosh. Jamie Brown. Right. What are we saying today, son?
I am actually quite confident in that. I know we've never kept a clean sheet against it at home. Yeah. I'm going to go 2-0. A bit more
2-0.
Yeah.
A clean sheet would be lovely.
most I've ever seen. How has he missed? Shoot, Doug. Oh, yes. Oh, he's in the bar. He's there. What? That. All the goals have been absolutely horrific. How this is 3-2 half time, no idea. Really, really poor. We've been a good side, we've been better. Just defensively, horrific. Come on, little boys, big half needed, come on. Check this. Horrendous again. Imagine the shock as a defensive error. How do you concede force it is? Well, I tell you what, I wasn't expecting that today. And I was speaking to Leicester fans in the pub before and they weren't expecting it either. Like, they were pretty negative going into the game. Everyone was saying for Villa, it's a game we should be winning, it's a game we'll win, whatever. It's never quite that easy, is it? And do you know what? I don't think you look at the scoreline, if people haven't watched the game and they look at the scoreline and think, oh, Villa got battered there. I don't think we did today, I don't think we did. Leicester are a bang average team and we just made them look good, and all 4 goals are horrific. Every single one of those 4 goals is absolutely horrendous. Kamara and Luiz had a bit of a stinker today. It's the first time I've come away and thought Kamara had a really poor game today. And it's going to happen. He's still a young player in a new league. It's going to happen. But the first goal is dilly-dallying on the ball. We all know he can hold on to the ball and get out of sticky situations, but he's got to learn to know when to get the ball off and not get himself in those stupid situations. It's a silly goal. Anyway, reverse a little bit. We actually go 1-0 up really early, and it's a great finish by Ollie Watkins. Really great finish. Again, in front of the hole in the first half, go 1-0 up early, happy days. And then we go 2-1 up with a bit of a lucky goal. And then Leicester just come back with it. The second goal for Leicester, where I think Iheanacho so free in the box. Why aren't we switched on? And I'm a little bit surprised defensively how horrific we were today, because I haven't seen that under Unai Emery so far. Southampton, resolute performance. Leeds conceded 1, but we look good defensively. We look strong. We looked hard to break down. Today, the opposite. The amount of times Leicester put balls over the top or round the side and the centre-backs looked like they didn't know what to do, and then we just got run, and the linesman, I mean, he flags for about 5 offsides today, but we just got done so many times. Obviously they go 3-2 up at half-time, which is not great at all. I think if you go in at 2-2 with the game still in your hands, you can go again second half, dust yourself down, but to go in losing at half-time, it just wasn't the one. And you're thinking at half-time, right, okay, if we can get an early goal, we might be onto something here, but it just never quite comes. I thought we were okay, I had a few decent chances, Bailey had one, should have probably scored, but yeah, Leicester get the 4th and game over. Martinez gets danced around again, and it's just, yeah, it was really defensively horrible today. I think we had bright moments going forward. Coutinho looked good, Buendia was good, Watkins excellent today, really good today, Ollie Watkins, so good. But I just think at the other end of the pitch, an absolute horror show, which, like I said, I'm a little bit surprised about, but it's one of them games. If you have enjoyed the video, please do smash a like on it, that'd be massively appreciated. Get involved in the comments, let me know what you're thinking on that disaster class today. And without further ado, I shall see you at Man City next week at the Etihad. All the Villa.